And we are live. What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. And today's topic of live conversation is about Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, and Javon Sugar Hill. So we have, a split up. We know we had the sarcastic comment by Javon Sugar Hill today. And Hill was like, hey, I didn't know I was fired. And, Tyson Fury announced his new trainer. That's, Isaac Lowe. Okay. Rob's distant brother. But no, he's definitely training Tyson Fury. Okay. Now, before we get into that, let's start with you guys. Ricardo, IV. What do you mean, Kurt? They split up. He's retiring. Okay. Ricardo, Tyson Fury, Floyd, Money Mayweather, Mike Tyson, all these fighters really these days, nobody really retires. Okay. Nobody really retires from the sport of boxing. What they do, they downgrade into exhibition world. That's what I call it. The world of exhibitions, that's what they do. But they never stop fighting. They never stop training. They never stop getting that check because it's addictive. It's everything's addictive. I think if the exhibition world started years ago, we would have less damage or less damaged fighters or less damaged ex-fighters because a lot of times boxing can become addicting, especially when you box for so long. You don't really know anything else. You don't know how to do it. You don't know anything else but to catch and shoot or to slip the jab. You know what I mean? Right over the jab. Counter hook for an uppercut. Those type of things. Bob and weave, clinch. Those type of things. Those things become second nature, and second nature becomes something hard to get rid of, especially now you're at home sitting looking at the walls of a house that you were barely in because you were constantly training for the next fight again and again and again. So boxers really don't retire. They just do exhibitions after they quote unquote hang up the gloves for the serious competition of the serious opponents out there, but they don't really stop. See, Derek Chisora compared to someone like Deontay Wilder at this point, right? Let's put it this way. Thor fighting Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora is a guy that's actually going to come in to win. Not saying Thor wouldn't, but Thor has less of a chance because Thor is not familiar with Tyson Fury and he's not familiar with boxers overall. You can do some tough man shit and try to throw punches and throw some gloves on. Don't make you a boxer. Okay. So saying all that to say this, Ricardo, they don't split up. They don't retire. Okay. And he decided to go with Isaac Lowe instead of his go-to trainer, Javon Hill. Okay. Now, Ricardo also said if you mean Chisora Fury 3 and why he said he will opponent Isaac Lowe for the coach, or appoint Isaac Lowe for the coach, I think because he is not considering Chisora a big threat and he will beat him with Isaac in the corner. Now that could be true if you look at that. But I didn't think it was that case. But the funny thing about boxing, it's so strange these days. He's already beat Derek Chisora twice. So I wouldn't doubt that he's too concerned about Derek Chisora beating him or being an opponent. Isaac also has 2 losses, his career in doubt. Maybe he want to help him out a bit of money wise, or maybe Isaac is thinking to be boxing coach and would like some experience, so Fury want to help him out. Maybe, that would be nice of him, right? I can't think of a boxer that knows Fury better than Derek. What were Sugar going to teach Fury? Hit him harder the last time he knocked him out? It's a good point. I think that Javon, though, the punches, I think, were more precise. Maybe he could knock him out earlier, right? Booger Sugar Hill. Not Booger Sugar Hill. Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News. That's it. St. Don, Derek would have been an exhibition. Steve Bates, I love Tyson Fury, but he effed up if he got rid of Sugar Hill. Fury need to vacate that belt, bro. He does. I agree. Michael Manning. Makes zero sense, really, unless Ben Whitaker is taking up too much of Sugar's time. But then again, Fury's off again and on again. Style, who blames him? Isaac Lowe versus Nick Ball. Not a great look. If Usyk wins, undisputed is pushed another 10 years. Why would the undisputed be pushed another 10 years? If I'm Chisora, I get Nick Ball in my corner. Love got sparked by that cat. Just a money fight for Del Boy, and Fury did say he'll give Del Boy a payday if he deserves it. I mean, he said a lot of things though, right? Yo, Kurt, you back home yet? Ryan, and man, I am, bro. I am, and I am swollen. I got a treat for the members only. I have the whole trip to Turkey edited, so I'm gonna post it sometime today. So stay tuned for that, guys. You know, for the members only, right? Extra content to show you guys what happened, what I was doing over there, and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. Tyson Fury has relinquished one of his belts, and the other WBC belt will be relinquished in the near future. I actually do think Fury has retired. No, because see, here's the thing. Yeah, the Ring magazine, that's one thing, but that doesn't mean anything, really. It doesn't mean, yeah, I renounce retirement. Okay, so what? Now, if he would have dropped both of those belts, you had to believe him because he had corresponding action based on his words, based on the things that he said. The things that he said made sense and it lined up with what he's actually doing. Like someone saying that, hey, I'm about to go. So, meaning I'm about to go, but you still see them sitting on the couch. Okay, well, are you going to believe they're about to go if they're still sitting on the couch? Or are you going to believe it when they grab their stuff, their keys, their hat, their jacket, their wallet, and they're walking out the door? What are you going to believe more? That or someone just sitting on the couch? Tyson Fury just grabbed his keys and said, I'm about to go, but he's still on the couch. That's how I look at that. So, yeah, Ben Beck won. No, I don't believe it yet. Drop that belt. I'll believe it when he drops that belt. At least you ain't doing a Midnight Express in Turkey, Kurt. That's right. I don't know what Midnight Express is, but I'm not. Tyson Fury has not retired. Wayne says, I think he's retired. Sulliman is desperate for Fury to stay on for some reason. It's called money, bro. See, this is one thing about you need to understand about Mauricio. Mauricio knows what he can bank on. He knows what to expect with Tyson Fury. He knows what the range of sanctioning fees is with Tyson Fury. And the sanctioning fees are based off of the salaries that these fighters get. So as long as Tyson Fury stays fighting, he knows he has a portion or a percentage of those sanctioning fees. Those sanctioning fees are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. Okay? Hundreds of thousands of dollars from a person that you know that's bankable, that's marketable, that's lucrative, that pays his sanctioning fees to us. What would you want? Would you want him or would you want somebody that you know nothing about like Usyk? Counterpunch. Yes, he would love Joshua there. And don't be surprised if Joshua gets beat by Usyk. Joshua will somehow make his name on the WBC list. Because he'll still be marketable. That's why. He has money, he makes money. Therefore, Mauricio wants him. He wants to bring him aboard because each fighter is a salary. It's a check. Oh, Midnight Express is a brutal Turkish prison. Oh, man. Nah, I didn't go there. Honestly, the fight's in 6 days, so it doesn't matter. We'll actually know what he's about then. Dealing those drugs, Midnight Express. Midnight Express was a book and a film about a dude stuck in a Turkish prison hellhole. Oh, wow. I got to check that out then. You're right, Kurt. Not much money in Ukraine. Well, I mean, it may be, but see, the whole thing is it's not, he doesn't know. See, if you look up Mauricio Sulliman, he is a Mexican businessman. Okay, that's what he is. He's a businessman. And a businessman knows, look, I know I can make. I don't know about Usyk. I don't know about Joshua because they've never paid me sanctioning fees. I know Joshua makes a hell of a lot more money than all of these guys, so I would love to bring him aboard, but he might not beat Usyk. So, why am I trying to get rid of Tyson Fury? If anything, I want Tyson Fury to come aboard or back on because I know what he generates, and I know based on what he generates, I know what my salary will be. That's all. Counterpunch. That's it. Cut and dry. That's why he wants to keep Tyson Fury on. What about that Union Jack strap? He'll hold on to that sucker forever. That's the real belt we need up for grabs. That Union belt is the belt he got when he knocked out Dillian White, wasn't it? Lucy will never be Fury. How warm was Turkey in comparison to where you are? Look, where Turkey compared to here, it's almost like comparing. It's like comparing 100 degrees in the oven to 300. That weather in Europe has not like that part of Europe. Germany, Dublin, Ireland, Turkey, those countries have nothing on the South, bro. Now, when you go to Dubai and those places, yeah, they're that's hot. But I've never been there, so I can't even compare it until I get there. But if it's melting cars and shit like, yeah, it's hot. But South America, the Caribbean, yeah, that's comparable weather to us where I'm at right now. But there, no, dude, I could walk around I could walk around Turkey all day at 89 degrees and not break a sweat. Maybe. Depends on how many miles I walked. Now, if I ran, of course I would. But I could walk down the street right now and come back sweaty. It's hot. Okay, and it's 6:00 p.m. The sun's out. And it's on the prowl. No, just outside Southampton, but I used to go there about 20 years ago. I wonder where that's at. The US and UK is where the pay-per-view sales are and money comes from. Well, they got the oil there. They're stupid rich. Big up, Kurt. I hope you're well and good. Much love from Germany. Alec_Teddy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. I'm in Scotland. Was in Turkey a few days ago, 35 to 36. It was killing me. Now, what is that, man? Like, let me look. Because I hear 36 all the time, like 36 and 37 degrees. Let me see what that is in Fahrenheit. Because that's Celsius, right? So, $98 degrees. That's not bad. I mean, see, here's the thing. You got to understand. 98 degrees is your body temperature, right? It's hotter than that here. It's about 102. Let me look up. Let me see how much what's the degrees. Temperature in Austin, Texas.
It's 89 degrees in Austin.
See, it's 89 degrees right now. So if it's 98, but the sun's going down right now. The trinket of all trinkets. Oh my God, desert weather, Texas is a breeze or vice versa. No, it's not a breeze, bro. I don't even know if that's right. But of course, I haven't been outside like that, so I can't really talk about today. But that's not normal. But I mean, it wasn't a real sunny, blistering day today. You had clouds; it was partly cloudy and all that. They're even putting Usyk versus AJ on free in the Ukraine because nobody can afford the pay per view. Well, I mean, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like they're in war right now, right? Are they still at war, or is the war over? Love you, brother. Best boxing channel out there. Steve Bates, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Boom. He hit the screen on us. Michael Manning hitting with those bars. TV knowledge. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. St. Don, you got that right, buddy. Nearly 100 Fahrenheit. Okay. Like Fury in the ring, only St. Don outside. He's just a ring piece. Not even 98 Curtis, used to 100 plus. Texas Heat. Exactly. See, 98 ain't really bad. You know what I mean? If you're used to 102, you have to take into account the humidity factor. That makes it another 10 degrees, 10, 15. So it may say, oh, it's 102 or 103. But see, you got to add the humidity with that. That humidity, man, that is terrible. Kurt, it looks really hot in Louisiana. Lee Foster, it is really hot in Louisiana. You know, let's do some weather stuff. Temperature in Shreveport, Louisiana.
It's 97
See,
degrees.
it's 97, but look, check this out. It says it's 97, but feels like 107. That's the difference. See, the humidity adds, again, another 10 or 15 degrees on it. That's why it says feels, because of the humidity. Where are you, or are you in Turkey? Where are you Turkey? No, I'm not in Turkey, bro. Back in Texas. In Scotland at 70 Fahrenheit, it's tops of weather, shorts and t-shirts. 25% of Armenian in me can't stand Turkey. Honestly, I think Tyson Fury is a user, nothing but a user. Well, I think Tyson Fury is good at promoting himself, and I think at sometimes he wants to retire, and sometimes he don't. And I think he's just across the fence, so he throws different things out there based on how he feels. That's what I feel about Tyson Fury. You know, but no, Javon Sugar Hill, it's just a surprise because if Javon to put that out there, he felt disrespected, people. He felt like, look, I didn't even know I was fired, you know, because in other words, he thought they were better than that. Last time I went up there in May a few years ago, I left Southampton in shorts and arrived in Edinburgh fully clothed and a jacket on. Yeah, I mean, it is a killer. It is definitely a killer, man. You know, I wish it was a way that, that like I could actually have live streams, but like for just members only. I think that would be dope. Kurt Love, Arzism, counterpunch to you. Tyson Fury is the greatest of all time, Kurt. Fuck off's in the building, people. There's only one Tyson Fury. I really feel. Michael coming back with that counterpunch to fuck off. You know. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Tyson is scared of Usyk. I don't know, man. You guys think Tyson is scared of Usyk? It's funny. Tyson Fury said Usyk could suck his balls, and then like a little bit after they were hugging. That was the same event. Kurt was watching the swamp people in Louisiana catch alligators. No. Um. However, I love alligator. Alligator is one of the best things on the man. It's one of the best delicacy. I love alligator. It's not really a delicacy, man. I eat it actually quite often. So a lot of people don't know, like, what the hell you eating alligators? Yeah, it's crazy. Uh, my girlfriend, she was like, she didn't eat alligator. So the tripped out thing about alligator is if you don't know what it tastes like and it's not taste like, if it's not cooked right, you might get a bad representation of it. And she was like, I want it, and she tried it, and she loves it, and every time we go to this particular restaurant, she wants to get it. So it's alligator. Might get some today. Alligator. Usyk is the daddy-o. What you saying? Fuck off. Yeah. Hey, Kurt, are you ready to knock some content out this week? Dude, St. Don, I'm ready to kill it, bro. I have, matter of fact, man, I just done. Let me share something with you, man. Look, I have been on it. Let's see. What do we have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6. And that's going. All of those are going out tomorrow. Nothing else is going out today, right? This is the live stream. This is the last of the Mohicans, the last stream that we are on. And I have, just oozes of content, man. And then, and I have just more to go. That's just the ones I've completed. So, St. Don, we're in there. We are in this piece. Sugar was the reason he beat Wilder. In addition, the referees in the last 2 bouts as well. I don't know about the referees. I don't know what the referees had anything to do with any of those second 2 and 3. Okay, that's funny. Yeah, I'll wait for you to come back. VA 757. Fury gets up and wins. AJ does not. Ooh. I don't know about that though. I think AJ, if you want to be fair about that fuck off, what 2 fights did he get knocked down in? Okay. I'm gonna take your ass to school today. What 2 fights did Anthony Joshua get knocked down in? Fury has previously spoke at length about not fighting Usyk. See Bruce Vane's video today. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna definitely check that out. I know Eddie thinks he's scared. I mean, that could be just damage control, though. What's good, CP Fight Week? HB Fitness counterpunch to you. Jonathan, everyone talking about Fury on Usyk and AJ Fight Week. Well, yeah, I think now it's real funny. The funny thing about boxing is we have the direction that people try to go down. And as people make these avenues, and it's so crazy based on one fight and one subtle thing, all those avenues just go away. In other words, if Usyk gets upset and gets knocked out by Joshua, guess what? Who's going to be talking about Usyk tomorrow or that day after? Nobody. They're going to be talking about Joshua, Fury, and then Wilder fighting for the WBC if he can, or he's probably going to get bumped off. And then there will be Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua has fully redeemed himself. He is done like one of the best British heavyweight fighters of yesteryear has done, Lennox Lewis, and avenging his 2 losses. So everybody will then shift. All the narratives, all the alleyways will be diminished. Okay, unless it's some BS with, the count, or, something funny happened in the fight, something controversial. But besides that, if Joshua beats Usyk, no one will talk about Usyk again. You'll hear more about the war than Alexander Usyk. Sorry, it's just facts. I love Big Fight Week. I love it too, bro. TV knowledge. I think the fight is going to be a draw. Damn. If that fight's a draw, that would be absolutely crazy. And then we will get a trilogy between Anthony Joshua and Alexander Usyk, and it will be the first time that both fighters were involved in a trilogy. Then history will repeat itself with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Nicki Blue Eyes Austin, counterpunch to you, dear. Good evening, Kurt. I hope you're healing well from that. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Since you're a member, I will show the whole video, the whole journey on there. So stay tuned. I have it out today or tomorrow, so you guys can check it out. You know, I'm trying to post more content on there, and I will get it out. But I have some good stuff. You know, everywhere from the breakfast, the actual surgery, what went down, the lunch, all that. That's going to go all down on members only. So stay tuned, Nicki Blue Eyes Austin, and thank you for being a loyal member. Michael Manning, Kurt has them in the can. That's it. You have to admit the count was long in the first and third. What was long in the first and the third? The card is really loaded though. Yeah, man. You have Zili Zhang fighting Ergovic, okay? Fighting Ergovic, and that's for the IBF Eliminator. So that's good. You know, Ergovic has a dancing partner. 39-year-old Zile Zhang, undefeated. So you got two undefeated heavyweights, one younger, one older, you know, and we'll see who's bolder. Bars. The card really is loaded. Exactly, the card is loaded. Does anybody believe Fury and Sugar Hill have split? You know what though, Ryan, we may just be getting fooled. I guarantee you this though, with Javon and Fury, if he fought, like, let's say Joshua beats, because I don't think he's going to fight Usyk. I just don't think he's going to do that, because I think for a lot of reasons. I'll explain later. But if Joshua upsets Usyk, Tyson will come back to the sport of boxing. He will keep the WBC. He will have something to bargain with. Okay. Joshua will have the rest of the belts. He will have the Ring Magazine and all the other three major belts, including the IBO belt. And they will get that fight made, and guess who will be the trainer? And I doubt it will be Isaac Lowe. And if Isaac Lowe is there, he won't be the main trainer. Javon Sugar Hill will. Guaranteed. He bottles it. He is a bottle job, Kurt. Takes him 6 rounds to recover from a knockdown. Takes Fury 6 seconds to recover. Yeah. So, see, the thing about you, though, when I ask you a question, you just come starting with something else. Like, that's trolling, because you're not trying to have a conversation. What you're trying to do, you're just trying to diss a fighter. You know, we're not trying to diss fighters. Now, I can talk about what a fighter does and don't do, but you're like, oh, well, hey, he takes long to recover. Tyson Fury doesn't. That wasn't even what I asked you. I asked you how many people, or who were the 2 fighters that dropped Joshua? And because you said Joshua doesn't get up and win, Tyson Fury does. Okay, I get it. You're a Fury fan. But like, let's stop being as biased as you are doing, because it stinks to high heaven. And I swear, if you come with some racism shit, I'm going to knock you out of this trench. I'm going to throw you up. You're going to get out of the trenches like the rest of us that's dodging bullets, and you're going to get shot 118 times with different caliber of bullets, because this is war. This is the trenches. Imran Shafar, what's up, Kurt? Counterpunch to you. Imran. Callum Smith Hergovic versus Zhang is a full IBF Mando spot. Absolutely, Michael Manning coming in at you. Slow counts. Fury's gloves left. Wait, Fury's glove left glove wasn't all the way on, and the right glove was missing horsehair in the third fight he had. Oh my God, you still talking about that? Man, let me tell you something. The same gloves, the same color gloves, were cut open, sliced, and they seen what was in them. I mean, I know it's addicting to believe that. It's like shit. It's like something in the Bible. You know what I mean? It's like doctoring. If you want to believe it and you have faith in what you believe, that's what you're gonna do. Still whining about the first Wilder fight. No, they're still whining about, well, yeah, they still whining about that too. I mean, there you go. But I knew I would get something out of you now, wouldn't I? Nicki Blue Eyes Austin, thank you for that £5 blessing that you have given me on this Sunday. AJ lost to a 34-year-old. Your point? Okay. All right. Well, you let me get under your skin easy. No, I mean, I don't deal with racism on my channel. So if you were like, is this what because they're white, because they're black, you're gonna miss me with that. Like, that's what I don't tolerate. You can talk shit all you want. That's cool. But like when you start talking about, oh, it's because he's white, I'm like, really? Really, Block? That's your counterpunch. It's not that. It's just I don't tolerate is I have a zero tolerance for racism. Now, if you were just saying that to be cute, well, that's not funny. And it's not cute. Racism's not cute. Because people don't know that you're joking or not. We just hear that is. You know what I mean? So there you go. Nope, everyone wants to knock a man when he's been down. You can't lie about AJ's resume. It's elite. 98 on the chat and only 20 likes. Hit the like button. Good thing about StreamYard, I don't see that. So I'm like, okay, I don't see how many likes I have, but that would be good if you did. But no, I get back to Javon and Tyson Fury. If Joshua wins, I doubt he would just come in with Isaac Lowe. He's gonna come in with Javon Sugar Hill because he's gonna need that trainer. He's gonna need that support. Did you know Tyson got dropped by a 6'3" Cunningham? Yeah, Ed. I mean, that's true. That is very true. XKSHOTTZ, is Wilder really coming back? I think so. I seen him in there with Michael Hunter, like a week and a half ago. He was in there with Hunter. Maybe a couple weeks ago now. Cunningham has 83-inch reach. Doesn't matter. He still got dropped. And then that had nothing to do with him getting hit. Why? Because he got hit with an overhand punch. Anybody could throw an overhand punch and catch Tyson Fury with it the way he got hit. You better go back and look at that fight. That has nothing to do with the reach at that point. Reach would be something like a straight right. That was a looping shot. That meant Tyson Fury was coming in with his hands down and boom, he got nailed. And yes, he was 6'3". Yes, he was a former cruiserweight fighter. Facts, all facts. Now he got up. He did his thing. Tyson got up and did his thing. He showed resilience. He showed that he, has a chin. He showed, most importantly, he had a heart. He had the backbone for it. That wasn't just, hey, the end of days because he went down. Eubank says that he's going to be at 60% because of the rehydration clause, but Ben is coming up in weight. Who has the real disadvantage, Kurt, in your opinion? Connor, Ben, though. He still has the... Look, Connor is small. He's a small guy. Chris Eubank is just a naturally bigger guy. You have one guy coming from 160, and he's coming down 2 pounds. You have Connor Ben going 11 pounds north to accommodate that weight clause, right? So, yes, Connor's a smaller guy. So, if anything, I don't look for Connor to have more punching power. I look for him to be slower. That punch came from a mile away, Kurt. Well, that makes it that much worse. So what? Usyk is a firmer. Okay, well there you go. I mean, that's the point taken. You're saying it's he's a former cruiserweight. Fury versus Cunningham was one of the rare occasions Fury fought on the front foot. The size difference. Fury very overconfident. Well, I mean, I don't think he'll do that with Usyk. I think he's going to if he ever fights Usyk, which is going to be bad if he doesn't. But I think everyone's hoping Joshua would win so we can get rid of the Usyk problem. Usyk is a problem, bro. He's the problem child of the division because it's like if Usyk beats Joshua, And it would be good for Joshua if he did get beat again, but not really. On the back end, it would be. Let me explain. If Usyk beats, and let's say he stops Joshua, then people are going to shit on Joshua for a while. They're going to call him glass cannon, like Joe Joyce called him, and all this, and he's a bum, and this, that, and the other. But the problem is now the same silly sons of bitches that are talking about Anthony Joshua, will they go and fight him? That's one thing I hate about fighters. You judge these fights. It would be different if you beat them both. Then you can sit back and criticize them both because you fought them both, let alone beat them both. But if you talk about a fighter that got beat by another fighter that you have never fought, that's just you talking shit because you don't know what it's like to be in there. Now, as long as you have fans, those fans will believe, oh, yeah, Tyson, you could have done that. You will beat him easy because you're just so much better than Anthony Joshua. Or are you better than Anthony Joshua fighting a particular special type of southpaw? That's a different question. Can you beat that guy that beat Joshua that you never fought? Counterpunch. And Michael Manning, guess what? Here's the thing. With Wilder, the funny thing about the heavyweight division, somebody will always have somebody for him. Let's say Usyk beats Joshua, and then everybody's going to say, oh, he won't beat Fury. If Fury fights him, he beats Fury too. Then he goes and fights Wilder and gets knocked out. That's boxing. That's exactly how boxing goes. I mean, that's more believable because it's unorthodox and it's unscripted. You know, people always doubt Fury, and he always proves people wrong every time. Yeah, he does. He does when he fights certain people, you know. Is Usyk the same size as Cunningham? I thought Usyk was bigger. I mean, he's probably bigger now. But I just see Tyson Fury doing more because even when, Cunningham was outboxing Fury. And I think Fury woke up and was like, you know what? I'm going to switch it up on him. That's what I think he's going to have to do in an Usyk fight if he ever fights Usyk. He's going to just have to start fighting Usyk and trying to win rounds. It's almost equivalent to what Canelo did in Lara fight. Erislandy Lara was just outboxing Canelo, and Canelo couldn't really find him. And then what aggravated a lot of people, you got someone that's boxing and moving like that. People really hate pure boxers. People really hate the true science of boxing. Honestly, people really hate that. Jab, jab, right hand lands. The other guy swings a left and a right. He slips both punches. He circles out. He repeats the process. People hate that shit. Why? Because people are more prone and more a fan of violence or violent exchanges that create excitement than actual boxing and what it means for boxing to really succeed as a sport or to effectively do it. Okay, when you catch someone with a jab, you got him with a jab, you got him with a jab. You pull counter, he jabs, you catch him with a right hand and slips out. What it becomes one guy being dominant over the other guy, and that doesn't really create excitement. What that does, that creates division. It creates the difference between one level of a fighter to another level of a fighter. The fighter that's boxing and outboxing and landing punches versus the fighter that's trying to land punches on the guy that's outboxing him. So we have a lot of things when it comes to boxing. Boxing, for some people, that's why people love MMA over here in Americas, because people, let's face it, have ADHD a lot of times. Their patience is shit. They don't really like to look at something for too long. You know what I mean? So it's basically, UFC is big because let's just cut the shit. Let's just roll and grapple and, you know, and you know what I mean? Those type of things. Let's do that. That looks more like something that, oh, y'all could watch that. Oh, he got him on his back. Get him. Just beat the shit out of him. Those are the type of things. Boxing is totally different. So if you're not a patient person, chances are you're not going to like boxing or respect boxers do their thing. That's why people hated Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather just boxed people, but I mean, he knew ring generalship. So if someone did hit him or catch him, he knows to like hit the gas a little bit, just a bit. We've seen him hit it just a bit, and we've seen him hit the pedal to the metal. Like when he caught and beat Sugar Shane every round except the second round. Just boxing him. Boxing fundamentals. No shortage of knockdowns in Fury's career. Okay. Is Usyk okay? I would still rather see Fury versus Usyk because they're both undefeated and Usyk has a great resume. Yeah, I honestly I like that idea too. Ben, I am going to check him out. I promise, man. I'm going to check him out today. I've been hearing good stuff about him. Javon Sugar Hill is, training him. So I'm hearing a lot of things about Ben Whitaker. Kurt, me and my little bro rewatching Joshua Usyk differently. The game tactics was confusing Joshua. Yeah, I mean that's what Usyk does. As well as mentally just tire you out. Why are these so-called heavyweights so scared to fight the best in the division? I don't know, Clayton Henry, but it would seem like that's what you would want to do. Especially if you call yourself a Spartan, you want to fight everybody there. Jackie Boy Johnson, hey, what's up, Kurt? What do you think about upcoming fight between Ben and Eubank Jr.? Eubank Jr. better knock him out or he's going to retire because he said he was. That's what I see. Yeah, people love blood, St. Don. That's it. Usyk's heavyweight resume is hollow. I mean, he's had 3 fights. Fuck off. What do you expect? Chisora, which everyone has a fucking win over Chisora now. You know what I mean? That's somebody. Dillian White, Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, Joseph Parker. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay. Usyk looks like he's almost the same weight as AJ in the new picks. He looks definitely big, but I hope not. I don't think that would be good for him unless he's preparing himself to carry that weight around as though he was smaller, like he was in the first fight. Yeah, but Wilder wasn't known for being a good boxer. Neither are half of the fighters he's fought. I think Fury seems better than he actually is because he's not fought anybody really good. Okay. Can't see how AJ beats Usyk. Not impossible to swat a fly. He was literally undisputed cruiserweight champion and beat a unified heavyweight after just 2 fights in a new division. Look at the big picture. He's not going to look at the big picture. It's because it's only one Tyson Fury. Made you keep boxing in this piece. What's up, brother? Counterpunch to you. But no, I mean, you guys, whoever said it, shout out to you guys. I think it's all a smoke screen. I think he may just pop up with Javon Sugar Hill. You know, get up there, my boy. Get up. Get up, Sugar Hill. We pull a fast one on me, didn't we, ladies? Bryce Productions. Counterpunch to you, Bryce Productions. Get up there, my boy. Get up. But yeah, that could just be because last time they got us like that, where he said dad and he was walking off and all that. Kurt, do you think the WBC will have a tournament for the WBC if Fury retires? Nope. Because Mauricio Sulliman is wanting, he doesn't care about tournaments. He cares about who's paying them damn fees. Someone has to pay the fees that's equal to or greater value than Tyson Fury. The only person that could be is Deontay Wilder. I think Fury's scared to fight Usyk. I think Fury is afraid to fight Usyk and loses because it's like when you pick that dude to fight, you got something on your hands, man. Prefer to see Fury fight Wilder a fourth time than Chisora a third. At least we may see some knockdowns. Jackie Boy Johnson, based on the third fight, they fight again. Who else has fought four times or more than four times? We had Juan Manuel Marquez and Manny Pacquiao. Then the fourth fight was the best fight, ended in a savage knockout. 6 minutes, 2 minutes and 59 seconds of the sixth round. That's what I meant to say, guys. And Manny Pacquiao was out of there. Joe Joyce beats Usyk. I don't think he can unless Usyk just ages overnight and just Joy walks him down. But understand, Joe Joyce is 36 years old. He's old, man. Kurt, doesn't Tyson Fury retain the lineal championship if he comes out of retirement? No, he doesn't. Lineal doesn't mean anything, though. It's nothing tangible based off of rules. It's just the guy that beat the guy. Yeah, they fought 6 times. I said more than 4 times. Not 4 times, fuck off. You're trying to twist my words. I know what you're trying to do. They've actually fought 6 times. Sugar Hill is the closest thing to having Emmanuel Stewart for Fury. Fury is not stupid. Well, but you guys may be onto something. He may just want to help his friend out, Isaac Lowe out, get him some money, hang around him. They can have half-ass train together because, I don't think that Isaac Lowe has totally given up on the sport. But if he has, yeah, he'll be around. Jeez, Kurt, chill out, will you? Usyk is old, too. Yeah, he's like 34. He'll be 35. KSI said he wants to box Conor McGregor and or Floyd Mayweather after he beats Jake Paul. What's your thoughts? I think KSI is just trying to get that real money, man. Get that real bag. Kurt, who you think wins between Dubois and White? Think Dubois hurts him. I don't know because see, Dubois is not a polished boxer like you think. Dubois may get knocked out by Dillian White, and then it'll ruin that young guy's career. He's only like 23. You know what I mean? That's the type of fight that he should win. But then that's a type of fight that if he loses, he's screwed. He better win that fight. Callum Smith is AJ's bad luck charm. He was on the undercard for AJ versus Ruiz and Usyk versus AJ. Now the Usyk versus AJ too. Well, let's hope not. Dubois stops White. That could happen. That could happen. But no, I think that these guys splitting up, it means that either Tyson Fury doesn't really need him, so why hire him, right? And he picked someone else that he felt, I need someone just around me enough to keep me in the right direction. I think he's hiring Isaac Lowe for that. But guys, I think it's getting late over here. I appreciate you guys coming on. I hope you guys have a fantastic night and a wonderful evening. And everyone on the scorecards, as I call the trenches, has been counterpunched. Peace.